The Friday the 13th mod just got an update, so in this video, I'll be explaining why boyfriend and girlfriend are at Camp Crystal Lake now that we actually have a little bit of backstory, and I'll also cover the new songs and cutscenes that appear in the mod as well. Now, first of all, boyfriend and girlfriend are at the lake because they decided that they wanted to go on a romantic camping trip. And since they've been trying to do one thing for the last 3 years in FNF, they decided to go skinny dipping and actually get busy in the lake. But in typical FNF fashion, they don't succeed because Jason just so happens to be in this lake waiting for some unsuspecting teens to stumble in. And a fun fact about Jason here is that he isn't simply a hater that wants to stop young people from having a good time. There is a very real reason that he usually goes after people that are engaging in sexy time. So basically, when he was a child at this very camp, he was bullied by the other kids. And when he tried to get away from them, they ended up throwing him in the lake only to find out that he couldn't swim. And if you are wondering where the camp counselors were, they were off somewhere getting busy while all this was happening. So now that Jason is this undead serial slayer, he makes sure to break up any hanky-panky that he sees expeditiously.
Not around here, partner. Not around here.
Another fun fact about this song is that they updated the sprites for girlfriend and boyfriend so that now you can play with them being naked or fully clothed. A lot of people thought that girlfriend with the biddies out was a bit too much in the last mod, but in the defense of this mod, it's literally a Jason mod. Partial nudity is a staple in the Slayer community, and they also put kind of like a little warning saying, hey, if you're under 17, maybe skip this one. So there's only so much you can do to keep little kids away from this mod, but it is what it is. Now, the next song in the mod is called Relentless, and we actually have a updated cutscene for it.
I think I put that on right.
Now, the two characters that boyfriend and girlfriend went camping with seem to be from the Friday the 13th video game. I believe this character is supposed to be Chad, which is such a fitting name for this guy, and this chick right here is Tiffany, I believe. And the whole thing with them trying to get the car to work was one of the core mechanics in the video game. You would basically have to find all the pieces that the car needed, like keys, gas, and a battery, so that you can actually, well, possibly escape before Jason can get you. Because even though you had a car, that doesn't guarantee that Jason will actually just let you go. He can still break the car. And now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of feel bad that these two actually got paired with boyfriend and girlfriend, because as you can see, they don't give a dang. And it's hard to tell, but I think the guy on the car here is Eric, and the rocker guy here is named Fox. I also noticed that the car's license plate has the Roman numerals that say basically F13-7, which I think is because this version of Jason looks a lot like the Jason in the 7th movie. The brown skin and the axe are kind of a dead giveaway. In the song titled Mother, you kind of see this severed head here on the table, and as the title kind of gives it away, this is the head of Jason's mother. He basically made a shrine for her after she passed away, and in the movies, he would sometimes hear her voice speaking to him, either telling him to stop hunting people down or to go out and catch more bodies. If you played the video game, you may have also heard the voice there when you were playing as Jason.
Make them remember, Jason. Make them suffer.
Next, we have the song titled Blizzard, and this song was inspired by a series of fan-made Jason films called Never Hike. Personally, it reminds me a lot of Never Hike in the Snow, which was created by the YouTube channel called Womp Stomp Films. But it's really hard to be sure. There are a lot of like fan-made Jason movies out there. And for the people that are curious, the character that we see here is actually a woman, and her name is Jackie Morrow. I kind of feel bad for her because the snow and the cold weather in general are enough to take a person out pretty easily, but to also have to be dealing with Jason while you are freezing to death is just overkill. And I usually don't do this, but here are the death scenes as well. These are some of the more brutal ones that I've seen in FNF in a while, but it kind of makes sense considering that the mod that we're actually playing right now is a slasher mod, so. And I know some of you may be wondering about this version of Jason, but honestly, I don't know where he's from. He kind of looks like he's from like a older Nintendo game or something, but if anybody knows for sure, put it down in the comments for us. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this video on the screen here, subscribe today to become a member of the Orseofkorse, and we will see you tomorrow with another video. Peace, peace.